That jury found Sarah Boone guilty of murder in her boyfriend's death. He suffocated in a suitcase.
47-year-old Sarah Boone has been found guilty of second-degree murder of her boyfriend, 42-year-old Jorge Torres. This happening back in 2020. Now, she claimed Torres died after he put himself in a suitcase while playing a game of hide and seek.
A shocking murder trial in Orange County is making headlines right now. The case centers around Sarah Boone, who was accused of a terrible crime, killing her boyfriend by leaving him zipped up in a suitcase, causing him to suffocate. This incident happened in 2020, and now Sarah is pleading not guilty. As the trial goes on, many people are wondering what really happened that night. Sarah claims she never meant for any harm to come to her boyfriend, but the evidence is revealing some disturbing details. What led to such a tragic situation? The crowd in the courtroom is eager to hear every bit of information, as each piece of evidence raises more questions about love, trust, and what can go wrong in relationships. Watch this video till the end to get every detail on this case of love turned deadly. And before we continue, don't forget to like this video. This story revolves around Sarah Boone, a woman from Florida living in Winter Park, where she shared a home with her boyfriend, Jorge Torres Jr. This relationship took a dark turn on February 25, 2020, when Sarah was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. 42 years old, Jorge Torres Jr. was not just her boyfriend, he was her husband. The couple was engaged in a game of hide-and-seek, a playful moment that quickly turned deadly. Now, let's explore the full story that has captivated the community for nearly 5 years. February 2020, a month that changed everything for Sarah Boone. On that fateful day, around 1 p.m., the Orange County Sheriff's Office received a call from Sarah, who reported that her boyfriend, Jorge Torres Jr., was dead. Deputies rushed to their home on France Lane in Winter Park, only to discover the tragic scene that awaited them. Sarah and Jorge lived together, but their relationship was not without its problems. Jorge had a history of domestic violence, casting a shadow over their time together. That day, Sarah claimed they were playing a game of hide-and-seek when things took a terrifying turn. She zipped Jorge into a suitcase, believing he would be able to unzip himself. She even saw his finger poking out and thought everything was fine. Trusting her instincts, she went to bed, thinking he would be okay. But the next morning, when Sarah came downstairs, she was met with a horrific reality. Jorge was dead inside the suitcase. As the investigation unfolded, deputies discovered 2 chilling videos recorded on Sarah's cell phone. In these videos, she could be seen taunting Jorge while he was trapped inside the suitcase. He continuously called out her name, desperately asking to be let out. The first video showed the suitcase on the floor, with Jorge pushing against it, clearly struggling to escape. The second video revealed the suitcase in a different position, as if it had been moved. What made these videos even more unsettling was Sarah's laughter in the background. She told Jorge to shut up as he pleaded for her to free him.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
You.
Sarah.
You.
Sarah.
Stupid.
These discoveries led to Sarah's arrest on charges of second-degree murder, May 2020. The story took a dark turn as the Orange County Medical Examiner released the findings from their investigation into Jorge Torres Jr.'s death. The medical examiner determined that Jorge had died from asphyxiation, classifying his death as a homicide. They estimated that Torres had been in the suitcase for up to 11 hours or more. January 17, 2023. Sarah Boone's status hearing was postponed. Her attorney had reportedly contracted COVID-19. This delay marked the first of many setbacks in her case. July 2023. Sarah Boone's trial faced yet another delay during a pretrial hearing in Orange County Court. Boone had already pleaded not guilty to second-degree murder in Jorge Torres Jr., but the repeated delays kept everyone on edge. With each postponement, the uncertainty surrounding the case deepened. July 2024. Sarah Boone's trial took a sharp turn when it was decided that she would represent herself in court. After going through a staggering 8 attorneys, Boone's latest lawyer at that time, Patricia A. Cashman, was granted permission to withdraw just days before. Boone's alleged antagonism, hostility, and unprofessional attacks drove her attorneys away. September 3rd, 2024. Sarah Boone's ninth attorney, James Owens, finally spoke out for the first time. His words carried a sense of gravity, reflecting the complexity of the case. Owens stated, "Sarah Boone needed a lawyer. I mean, I can't imagine our system. The case is an aberration." Owens added, "Sarah has been sitting in jail for a while. She's looking for her day in court, and we all want justice to be served."
Boone told investigators she put Torres in the suitcase during a game of hide and seek. This happened back in February 2020. She's now charged with second-degree murder. According to investigators, she claims she was drinking wine and went upstairs to sleep during the game, while Torres was still in the suitcase.
Sarah,
You.
please, Sarah.
Yeah.
According to court documents, she recorded the video after 11 at night. Boone called police at 1 in the afternoon the next day. She told deputies she found him dead after she woke up.
He thought it would be funny to be put in the suitcase, so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to joke with you, and I'll zip you up and make him, squirm a little bit, whatever it is. But then I fell asleep, so I came downstairs, and I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still. And that's when I found him, and I took him out.
October 7th, 2024. On October 7th, 2024, just as the highly anticipated trial of Sarah Boone was set to begin, it was once again delayed, this time due to Hurricane Milton. The trial, which was supposed to kick off with jury selection, saw a temporary halt as Judge Kranick sent potential jurors home.
Verdict, do you feel like it was a fair trial?
Well, we're disappointed. Sarah's disappointed. Just shocked. She's shocked. She felt like, she had a defense, as you know, and so she just, in shock.
On October 18th, opening statements were delivered, setting the tone for the high-stakes trial. Assistant State Attorney William J. made the state's position clear, stating, "She did this with the malicious intent to punish him, and then she went up to sleep, leaving him to take his final breaths on this earth alone." Jay further emphasized the lack of emotion from Boone during her 911 call the day after the incident, highlighting, "What you will not hear are tears. You will not hear sorrow." On the other side, Boone's defense team portrayed her as a victim of battered spouse syndrome, arguing that she locked her boyfriend, Jorge Torres Jr., in the suitcase due to years of abuse. They claimed that Boone acted in self-defense, although the state was quick to point out that Boone never mentioned self-defense when first questioned by authorities. With testimony already underway, both sides have laid out very different pictures of what happened that fateful night in 2020. Now, it's up to the jury to decide which version of events they believe. What do you think about this case? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the trial.